A nice Qigong flow, and we'll finish off just with some seated breath work. So finding your space where you've got room around you to move, and we will start with just a little bit of grounding. So just bringing awareness to your feet, connected into the ground, and just working away up the legs, so feeling the feet connected, maybe spreading the toes a little bit, and then a little bit of bend in the knees, a little bit of softness in the knees. We're not going into a squat or anything, you just got a little bit of softness into the knees, and then coming up to the hips, and maybe just having a little tilt of the hips, just slightly tilting forwards and backwards. So as we do in like spinal cord breathing, but just gentle movement, so just gently tilting forwards and backwards, and then just finding that spot where the lower back feels nice and long. There's no tension in the lower back, there's no tension in the front of the hips, or no excess tension in those areas. And then working your way up the spine, so lengthening up the spine, and then giving the head a little nod. That's a nice way just to gently balance the head on top of the spine. And then we'll also take a look to your left, again without forcing anything, and then look back to the center and take a look to your right. Back to the center, and just take a moment to balance. And we'll add a couple of standing postures into the flow this morning, and they're really good for helping to strengthen your structure, but also soften in areas where you don't need to hold excess tension. So standing here, we don't really need to hold loads of tension in our thumbs or in our shoulders or in our legs. Just notice where you need to be strong to balance, but where you can soften and relax. So letting go of the shoulders, relaxing into the face muscles. If there's a little bit of movement, if you feel a little bit of sway, that's fine. And then having in mind that connection to the ground, that strength and that power that you have through the legs into your lower energy center, the lower dantian in Qigong. We're just going to start that movement. Start the knocking movement. Do it very, very gradually, least amount of effort. All the power is coming from your connection to the ground, and also then driving from the hips and the waist, from your center. And you can then let the elbows bend, so you're then tapping back and belly. Keep strong through the spine. Head balanced on top of the spine. Just soft, light breathing in and out through the nose. Let's wake up our lung meridian, so that is bringing the arm that swings across the front of the body and just tapping just on the pec muscle just by the collarbone. breathing in a little bit more. Let's do a cleansing breath. So just a sigh out. Cleansing breath when you're ready. Nice slow full breath and let's do one more cleansing breath. Breathing in. Calm breath into the body and breath out. And then back to back and belly. Slowing it down and then change into waterway. So there you get that little bit of resistance. And take a rest, standing tall. Next one will combine a little bit of the mobilization with a little bit of the stretch. And again, you go to your comfortable range of motion in the movement. I'll show you from the side, start facing, keep facing the front. We go into a little bit of a squat and then you lengthen the spine and reach forwards. So it's nice long back. Imagine you almost like got a backpack or something on there. So you want to keep that spine long. We reach forwards and then we do the top of the spinal cord breathing. So it's breathing in and then as we breathe out and then we breathe in. But remember, this isn't pushing, it's not forcing, so if you just get to here, that's absolutely fine. There's no strain, you want to keep breathing, so we're just adding that little bit of a stretch. Something has come up on my... Oh, interesting, sorry, carry on. Little pop-up there, I didn't know whether the camera had gone off camera or anything, so but breathing out there, just find your own rhythm. Go nice and steady. Let's do two more. And take a rest when you've done that. Good, a little bit more strength there, but you're still getting a nice lengthening out and also a nice bit of working oiling of the spine. Go a bit wider on your stance there, gently resting on your thighs, not putting loads of weight on the thighs, just free up the shoulders. So we're not tightening the shoulders up towards the neck, but we're also not forcing the shoulders down. We just do move the body like a river. So you just ripple, just checking the opposite foot. So if you shift to the right, you just check the left foot. When you shift to the left, you check the right foot. And then you can get that ripple through the spine. This should feel really nice on the lower back. Should feel a good wide base of support with the legs. Get that movement through the head and the neck. Really slowly, no rush. And walk your feet back in. And we can have a good shake. So you can use the legs, use the arms, use the spine. Really free up the shoulders, free up the top of the shoulders, base of the skull. Tapping the heels into the ground if you want to tap the heels into the ground. You can do nice cleansing, clearing breath. Breathing out through the nose or sighing out through the mouth, whatever you may feel you need on this damp, wet, dark, oh, it's getting a little bit lighter Monday morning. Oh, feels good, and then slowing it down. And standing. Feel the breath. Enjoy the breath. I had the Oxygen Advantage instructor training at the weekend. We had a TRE coach there, and I remember doing this a while back, not training it, but just practicing it. And that is where you deliberately stress the body, the system, the musculoskeletal system, to shake. So you have involuntary shaking, and we were just talking about Qigong shaking, the breath work and everything. It's fascinating, so it's reminding me I want to go and do a little bit more practice of that. So let's take our feet shoulder width apart, and we'll go into a flow, a Qigong flow. So think of what we've just done in the mobilization, the stretching, the lengthening of getting the energy flowing through the body. We've created that energy, and now we're going to allow the energy that we've created to move the body through the breath. So we're breathing in, very much a flow state that you want to feel. Just hardly any effort, not thinking of moving in any particular way. The breath just guides the movement. Breathing in and expanding, breathing out and softening. That breath is light, it's soft. The Just allowing yourself to breathe just the right volume of air, not breathing too much air, not breathing too little air. Maybe standing a little taller as you're breathing in. Keeping tall but softening and letting go a little bit as you breathe out. And at the end of the next movement, just we're going to a really easy standing posture where you're just imagining it's like you're holding a little chi ball of energy in front of you, holding a little chi ball in front of you. So we're not just letting everything go, but we're not tightening everything up. You've got that softness in the fingers, softness in the elbows, softness in the shoulders. It's almost like you're connecting the fingers to each other, but again, it's not tightening. And so then moving into Buddha holds up the earth, so breathing in. And breathing out. Again, keeping that breath as light as possible, but comfortable, not feeling any air hunger, just breathing in and breathing out. And then moving into another standing posture, slightly different. It's just you're holding your palms towards your lower belly. So we're not connecting fingers necessarily like that. You're just holding your palms towards the lower belly. So if you see me from the side, I'm going like that. And in these standing postures, again, it's just tuning into all the subtleties of where you need to be strong. Strong through the spine. Where can you soften? Are you shifting weight maybe one side more than the other side? Just really explore throughout the whole body that connection between how your body feels. Where's your pelvis? How do you feel the position of your pelvis? Are you tightening the jaw? Can you relax and soften into the jaw? Can you soften into the eye sockets a little bit more maybe? And then we're just going to shift that standing posture. You're just going to bring your arms out a little bit. And you're going to hold towards the chest. So it's like holding a tree, embracing a tree. And now physically we lengthen that lever a little bit more. We've brought your centre of gravity up a little bit more. This is a little bit more challenging. But again, where can you soften? Where can you stay strong? Keep the breath soft and light and easy. So we don't want to hold the breath at all. How does it feel between the shoulder blades? Relax the shoulders a little bit more. Can you drop the shoulders a little bit more? Can you lengthen the neck a little bit more maybe? And then coming into pulling down the heavens. Breathing in. Breathing out. Next one, moving into bamboo in the wind. So bamboo in the wind again is a standing posture, bringing the feet together. Narrowing your base of support there, lengthening the spine and just closing your eyes. But the subtle difference is you just allow your body now to rock, sway, spiral if it needs to. And then just when you're ready, taking a slightly fuller breath in, opening your eyes, giving yourself a little brush down. to sitting position. So it could be floor, can be chair. And we're just going to spend the last couple of minutes focusing on the breath in a seated position. As I said, I did an instructor training, an Oxygen Advantage instructor training at the weekend, and what I do on the last day of those trainings is the group get them to practice teach some of the stuff of the Oxygen Advantage stuff, but bringing it into perhaps what they're currently teaching, because the great thing about OA and it's attracting a lot of really talented, excellent coaches. So as I said, we had a TRE coach, we had a yoga teacher, and one of the guys Sammy did a practice. You know, we do like the many small breath holds where we do normal breath in, normal breath out, pause at the bottom of the breath. And he did an almost like a simplified version of this, which I really liked. And what he said, I'm going to give you two cues. One is pause and one is breathe. And that's all it is. So what I noticed when I was doing that, I wasn't necessarily pausing at the bottom of the breath. It might have been at the top of the breath, or it might even have been halfway through a breath. But I actually really liked that because there was so little talking as he talks at you, but there was so little talking in that. So it's a little, just give you that to practice. It's a nice one to do. So get your feet in contact with the ground, so stable and supported, tall through the spine, and then just relaxing the face muscles. Remember, it's always good to have tall spine, relaxed front of the body, soften and relax into the face muscles, the jaw. And then just focusing on the breath in the nose, just noticing the breath. And just breathing naturally, breathing normally. And I'm just going to give you those two cues. I'm going to say pause. When I say pause, you pause the breath. And when I say breathe, you take the next breath. And then obviously you keep breathing till I say pause again. Pause and breathe. 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 And then taking a slightly fuller breath, opening your eyes at the top of that breath. If you had your eyes closed, having a little stretch, having a little twist if you need that. It's quite a nice one. I quite enjoyed that. I know we didn't do a long time there. You don't have to do long time with some of these breathing practices. You get the benefits just doing from a short taste of them. We will finish there. It's great. Hopefully we've got ourselves geared up for the rest of the week, and I will see, if you're on Zoom, I'll see you at 7:45 on Wednesday. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I will see you at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Thanks for joining. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Bye.